Everything that we think, we say, we do or achieve is a result of deep-seated habits that are etched in our minds over a period of time. Good habits helps us achieve excellence. Today we are going to look at one such good habit that can take you to different places, introduce you to new people, new emotions, can improve your brain power and a lot more. Hey, this is Shrikala. Welcome to Wits and Wisdom. There are infinite ways to improve our brain power. Brain training exercises like puzzles, solving sudokus and crosswords are some of the great ways we can improve our brain power. But do you know which is the easiest, most time-tested and scientifically proven way to sharpen your brain? It's reading good books. Books! I find it so boring. Well, most of us do. Even I used to binge watch shows till dawn until I realized the importance of reading good books in our lives. And if you look at most of the successful and excellent leaders in the world, they are all avid readers. Leaders like Indra Nooyi, Sundar Pichai, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey are so passionate and habituated readers. They consume knowledge and let their minds be stretched. Sounds good, but what has reading to do with my brain and my mind power? Let's look at the benefits of reading. Reading can help us get a strong and a calm mind, which can empathize with people, boost your communication skills, and ultimately make you a better person. Reading has a profound effect on our brain. Our brain is made up of cells called neurons and glia. These neurons have cell body which is called soma, branches called dendrites and roots known as axon. A dendrite is where neuron receives input from other cells. Axons are where information is passed on from one cell to the other. The interface between dendrites and axons are known as synapse. All the cells in the brain are joined together to form pathways which have electricity flowing in it, and that electrical flow is nothing but our thoughts, emotions and our feelings. When the brain cells are motivated, the neurotransmitters get connected faster through dendrites by moving the synapse quickly. Now these connections make the learning happen, and as we repeat it, the cell pathways or the connections get stronger and it even lasts longer. So what is the difference between speaking and reading? Speaking is already there in our genes, that is, they have set pathways. For example, if we put a baby with a speaking group of people, sooner or later the baby starts speaking because it's natural, but reading is not. You put a baby or a person surrounded by books, but they would never spontaneously start reading. They have to be taught how to do it. So rather than being able to use those pre-wired pathways, every time a person learns to read has to do it afresh. That means making new pathways. When we see abstract symbol, our brain has to do far more work, and we have to create new connections in many different ports of our brain. As our reading habit matures, the brain networks also get stronger. Therefore, reading is much personalized experience, because when we read books, we have to create our own visualization in our heads when compared to movies. As in movies, we are forced to consume the things in the preset manner. But there are some days when I feel so distracted and gloomy that I don't want to do anything. How do I go about it? Studies have time and again found that books absorb our entire focus, making it much less likely that we will attempt multitasking or get distracted easily. So by just taking few minutes to read, we can set ourselves for a great and a focused day. There are certain times in our lives when we tend to get negative and depressive thoughts, and if this routine repeats, we eventually end up in depression. When we read, our minds get active and occupied. Keeping our minds occupied in a healthy way is very important to defeat negative or depressive thoughts. When we read, we shift our focus from the stress of our life to the magical world of books that we are reading. It greatly reduces stress levels and loneliness. As books are not mere pages, but living minds in conversation with us. Also, a study conducted by the University of Sussex found that reading just for 6 minutes every day can reduce our stress levels by up to 68%. I know it's not easy to read on days when we are feeling tired, a bit low, or even lazy for that matter. But always remember, where there is a will, there is a way. Wow, seems like reading has so many benefits. Reading is not just good for you and me alone, but it also is good for the society as a whole. Reading fiction, biographies or autobiographies helps understand another person's perspective. It increases our intuitive ability to see from the way a person is expressing themselves and what is going on in their head. It allows us, just at least for a moment, to step outside our own heads and see the world from the other person's point of view. Not only that, it is obvious that reading improves our general knowledge and also our communication skills. Reading teaches us new words and perspectives when we intently consume it. When vocabulary increases, we are able to express ourselves better without fumbling and grappling. The better we express ourselves, the better our communication. The better our communication, the better our relationship. But do you know what? When I start to read a book, I just doze off. I've heard many people say that they drift off while they start to read. I'll tell you, it's a good sign. We've probably all been there. Reading is such a mental gymnastics, as this requires forming new connections within the brain, which results in greater conscious effort and attention on our part. It's no wonder we easily drop off to sleep when we have been enjoying a good book. Try reading for 15 minutes before you go to bed tonight and see how quickly you fall asleep. You'll be surprised how effective it is at switching off your brain at the end of a long day. What a positive way to end your day. So don't be skeptical about reading. Even in this day, this age, trust me, one of the best ways to learn is to pick up a good book and read it. So grab a book and immerse in it. Happy reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, please share and subscribe to Wits and Wisdom.